By live at the Lake Superior Plaza for the lighting of the tree are Steve Carson and Patty Craig. Are you set over there?
Well, good evening, everybody. Here we are once again to light the Christmas tree, the community Christmas tree for Duluth, as we get the Christmas parade started off this year.
This year is the 31st annual KBJR Christmas City Parade, and this is the 6th annual lighting of the community tree.
The tree is about 40 feet tall and has 2,500 lights on it, and we'll get right to it and have the tree.
Oh, we hear 5,200 lights. 52 feet of lights. There's a lot of lights on this tree.
This tree is growing all the time from 40 to 52 feet, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's a big tree anyway, and we're going to light it, and we're going to turn it over to Lori Fido to do that. Then we'll hear from the Honorable John Fido, Mayor of Duluth, and Aaron Senbolt, who is the CEO of Minnesota Power.
Go ahead, Lori. Go ahead.
Mama.
Good evening and welcome to the Christmas tree lighting ceremony as well as the beginning of the Christmas City of the North Parade. On behalf of the city, we want to wish everybody out there the happiest of holidays, the enthusiasm and the spirit that these seem to get more and more every single year. On behalf of the city, we want to, of course, thank Minnesota Power for their efforts and the Chamber, the downtown organizations that have participated, the downtown merchants, and again, wish everyone the happiest of holidays. Enjoy.
Well, thank you, John. I'd also like to express appreciation for all of you for showing up this evening. It was 26 years ago, exactly to this day, that I came to work at Minnesota Power, and I can't tell you how lucky I feel, my family feels, to be a part of this community. I'd like to compliment Richard Adrahan over here and his wife, Lois, who supplied the tree, and I think they have some other relatives. This beautiful white spruce was contributed by them.
In the city.
In the city of Duluth, right. Also, I think it's very well that we think about the holiday season and the meaning of it, the peace and the joy, particularly with the events in the Persian Gulf. And I think we should stop and remember this evening the families of the members of the 109th Light Equipment Maintenance Company, which, as you know, is leaving or has left for the Middle East Wednesday to take part in those activities. And our thoughts and prayers are with them this evening as we move into the holiday season. And we hope that they can be with us again very soon. A very happy holiday to everybody. I'd like to introduce Bill Miller now, the Greater Downtown Council President. Bill?
Thank you very much, Sandy. Mayor Fido. This season is about spirit and renewal, and it strikes me that the story of Duluth for the past several years is also about spirit.
Thank you, gentlemen. And
ready. Just plain nice throughout the entire 7 Abu Dhabi, Medina at 89. We've got a frontal system inland.
Okay, are the cameras ready?
1, 2,
3, 4. And you've got that music for me?
Ready.
Okay, everybody, put on your Santa hat. And roll the open.
Christmas City, wonderful city, all dressed up in snow and mistletoe. Christmas City, wonderful city, come this Christmas to the Christmas City I'll go.
You're watching Stereo 6, and this is KBJR's 31st annual Christmas City Parade, the place to be this Christmas. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Miller Hill Mall. Who else is so together? Minnesota Power, always at your service. Downtown Duluth, it's everything special this Christmas. Your area Northland Ford dealers. Have you driven a Ford lately? And Dairy Queen, we treat you right.
Make a smile ball, that's the kind of throw. Christmas City,
Hello, everyone. I'm Barbara Riles. Welcome to the 31st annual KBJR Christmas City Parade. It's going to be a great one.
It hardly seems like Christmas. It's so nice out here. The weather's been beautiful, beautiful for when Patty Craig and I helped light the community Christmas tree down here on Lake Avenue. Boy, I can't believe it. First year I was out here, I think it must have been about 30 below, and we froze to death.
I know.
This is a nice change.
It's been some cold ones and some biting wind. Just how tall is that Christmas tree anyway?
That tree is 52 feet tall.
We got
folks.
it right now.
52. You noticed how it was growing.
Yes, from
at
40 to
5 o'clock.
52, just like that.
Yeah, lots of lights on that, too. Heralding the start of the 31st annual Christmas City Parade is the Duluth Police Squad. They, of course, are the first unit to start our parade every year. We'll be getting to them in just a minute, but we want to go into the studio now. Patty Craig has the latest in the news. Patty?
Thank you, Steve and Barbara. Good evening, everyone. A school bus driver and a 9-year-old boy were killed today in a bus-train collision near Alexandria. Of the 23 children on the bus, 14 were treated and released. 7 were hospitalized. The school bus driver was 66-year-old Fred Beeman, and the 9-year-old boy was Christian Rindolph. The accident happened around 7:30 this morning at a railroad crossing near Alexandria in Miltona. The cause of the accident is not yet known. A Duluth man charged with attempted bank robbery making snow for the past week. Season passes have hit an all-time record. Now all that's needed is some more snow, which is likely to be coming soon. But not tonight. The weather is looking great all around the Northland. Nearly perfect parade conditions will be seen as skies remain mostly clear through the night. The gusty northwesterly winds we've seen all day will diminish later on, and lows will drop into the lower to mid-20s on the range and in the Duluth Superior area. Northwestern Wisconsin will see overnight lows around 25 degrees. And in sports...
City, wonderful city.
You meant we would sing it.
No, that's right. I've always wanted to sing that. For 5 years I've been doing this parade, and I love that song. And
You don't want
never
me to
had the
sing it,
chance.
believe me.
Okay. Tell us about the crowd here tonight.
Well, you know, Stephen, on the cold years, I've seen crowds that are good size, but I don't think I've ever seen this many people out there. I think it's got to be the good weather that's brought them out.
It's certainly the good weather that's put us in the good moods that we're in
Oh, you
tonight.
betcha.
Because it is beautiful down here. I don't know what the temperature is exactly. I know Patty was telling you just a few moments ago. We do know it's warm, however. We want to get this parade started, and as we said, we always start with the Duluth Police Department and its squad car, which always starts this thing off for us. It's down about a block away from us now.
It's coming.
You can see the lights. It always gets started a little slowly here, but boy, when this baby gets rolling, it really gets rolling.
You betcha. There's not another better one in the Northland, Steve.
I think there were 2,500 lights on the community Christmas tree down on the corner of Lake Avenue and Superior Street. Mayor John Fido had a few things to say. So did Aaron Sandbolt, who is the CEO of Minnesota Power. Minnesota Power, of course, pays for the electricity that lights all of those bulbs on that Christmas tree each year.
You know, we lit our own Christmas tree in the KBJR studio at the same time that Lori Fido threw the switch to light the Christmas tree down there, and it made it very festive at KBJR studios.
Yeah, that Christmas tree was 20 feet taller than the 52 feet that we said. They had to cut 20 feet off of it in order to get it downtown. Their cherry picker, I guess, wouldn't go that high when they went to cut the tree. So they had to cut 20 feet of it off first in order to get that thing maneuvered through downtown Duluth. So that was a tall tree, and it was just beautiful.
Oh, it looks just about the formation is just the perfect Christmas tree shape, you know what I mean?
One of the things that you should probably know is that if you enjoy this parade, it doesn't have to be a one-time thing, because we're making videotapes of this parade available to people if they'd like to buy those tapes so they can watch it throughout the holiday and throughout the whole next year. They can do it.
And we are dedicating this year's Christmas City Parade to the families of the 109th, and we intend to tape the parade, as you say, and we will send a copy of this parade to the 109th and Operation Desert Shield in Saudi Arabia.
And as everybody knows, the 477th group from the reserve in Duluth has also been put on alert. That doesn't mean they've been called to active duty, just put on alert, and I think that we could dedicate it to them too.
Let's do it.
And they're all great people doing a great job for our country, particularly at this time of year. We know that it's hard for those people to be away from home heading into the holiday season, so keep up the good work. Heralding the start of the 31st Annual Christmas City Parade is the Duluth Police Squad car, making sure the path is clear for the scores of floats, dancers, and bands that make up the evening's event. Our theme this year is the place to be appropriate. and we look forward to seeing the many interpretations presented tonight. One thing we found from past parades, there is no lack of creativity in the Northland, and I'm sure tonight's extravaganza will prove that once again.
And as we mentioned, in the spirit of the place to be, we are dedicating tonight's parade to the members of the 109th Division of the Army National Guard and their families.
The KBJR banner is the next thing that we see. Tina Lewis and Monica Marciniak are carrying our banner for us tonight. The banner is one of the things that we use to get this parade started, and we take it to events around the Northland as well to show our colors for KBJR. These two girls are cousins and the nieces of our own Barb Tollefson, who works here at Channel 6. She's our program assistant. Tina is the daughter of Bonnie Lewis of Duluth, and Monica is the daughter of Barry and Janice Marciniak, also of Duluth. A little bit later on, we are going to see one of the nicest cars in the Northland. It's a 57 Chevy, and it's owned by Barry Marciniak. And so the Channel 6 staff will be in that car.
We'll be looking forward to it. Well, coming up next, just behind the KBJR banner, is the color guard and drill team of the Air Force ROTC. The detachment 420 is from UMD. Leading the way is the color guard, followed by the drill team performing in the formation of a Christmas tree, just like that shape I told you about. A lot of practice goes into that. The Air Force ROTC Detachment 420 from UMD. They know what they're doing out there.
When Patty Craig and I were walking back from the tree lighting ceremony, we were given a couple of flags by members of a veterans organization. They're passing them out to people who make up the crowd here tonight along the parade route. Grand Marshal of our parade is Congressman Jim Oberstar. The car is hand-produced, and boy, is it a shiny one. Congressman Oberstar is the 8th District Congressman. He's being chauffeured in high style in a 1936 Mercedes convertible donated by Dick LaFavre of Superior Chassis. That's located in Superior, Wisconsin.
Well, look at that smile. He's having fun. I thought you were being patriotic there with your little flag, Steve.
Patty has one of these, too. I hope she brings it with her when she comes up here to sit on our booth. We'll find out.
Behind the Congressman, our first band of the evening is coming along the road. Our first band is from Denfeld High School. The band this year is sporting new uniforms, thanks to some major contributions from local fundraising groups. The band and director Jerry Clune would like to thank the Denfeld Band Support Group, the Irving Hockey Association, the St. Louis River Recreational Association, and especially they want to thank the Irving Community Club. I think they're getting set to play for us here.
You know, it's no wonder Congressman Oberstar has such a big smile. He won re-election.
He sure did.
There's Bob Kaltoff, who is our general manager of Channel 6, giving him an award for being our Master of Ceremonies here tonight, our Grand Marshal in this year's 31st Annual Christmas City of the North Parade.
I believe that's Congressman Oberstar's daughter with him, the one he's just handing the plaque to, sharing the honor with her.
He's saying, hang this in your room on your wall. I've got all kinds of these all over the place.
No, this one's got a special place.
We'll hear from the Denfeld Marching Band here.
In their brand new uniforms. Pom-pom girls in their maroon and gold. There's a little one out front, you see her? She's their little mascot.
Last year, I talked to a lot of these kids, and they said, my toes are cold. This year, it's probably not a problem for them.
Well, they look like they're dressed warmly in any case. Smile.
Clapping for the Denfeld Marching Band as they play Jingle Bells. Well, I told you about the beautiful 57 Chevy that would be in the parade tonight. And is it very nice? Owned by Barry Marciniak. The KBJR News 6 team is also riding in style in this beautiful automobile. Mike Hart is in there, who does our 6 and 10 sport, 5, 6 and 10 sports. The first place float he has on the side of there. Oh, that's interesting. Michelle Lee in the back seat. Tony Shockley in the back seat, who does our mornings. Michelle, of course, does our Sunday morning show.
How'd they get all those people into that car?
They're very cozy. That'll keep them warm.
That doesn't look like a first place float to me. It looks like a first class car.
I don't understand why Mike Hart is on the side there. He should be in the middle.
Well, our first float is coming. Our first float of the evening. It comes to us from the folks at AT&T. This touching scene represents a living room. You'll see it shortly. A living room complete with Christmas tree and fireplace.
They're having a little trouble with their sign there. They have it under control.
There you go. Catch the bottom of it.
The right choice for your holiday calling.
Got bells on their sleeves, Steve.
And bells on their toes. Isn't there a song? I guess that's rings on your fingers and bells on your toes.
And we shall have music wherever they go. Now let me tell you about this float. This float from AT&T. There's a living room complete with a Christmas tree and fireplace. And there is a wife reading a letter from her husband. The other portion of the float shows a lone soldier in his desert uniform reading a letter or perhaps a fax from his wife.
This scene is one that will take place for many families this Christmas, and to help out, AT&T Team Duluth is participating in the corporate effort to keep those families in touch. They'll be providing a free fax service called Operation Desert Fax. They have also started a local effort for AT&T operators to exchange letters with soldiers in Saudi Arabia. AT&T wishes the Northland a Merry Christmas, and they add that this is the place to be for Christmas. And they hardly need to say that, do they?
Look who's come to join us. Patty Craig has come from the news set to join us here on the parade set.
Just in time.
I got here in time for the first float.
In time to talk about one of her favorite things, the canines.
Hey, there they are. A couple of them anyway.
The United States Police Canine Association.
This organization establishes standards and training for working police dogs. The USPCA tests and certifies police dogs in obedience, tracking, search, narcotics, and bombs. And I'd like to tell you that this year they're marching in memory of Sergeant Gary Wilson, a former canine handler killed in the line of duty this year.
Here we have the Minnesota Wild Rice Queen. Here's the Minnesota State. She's 18 years old. Tari Hannigan from Black Duck. Tari is a student of Bemidji State University. Accompanying her is second runner-up and Miss Congeniality, 19-year-old Missy Gross, also from Black Duck. Tari and Missy appear courtesy of the Minnesota Wild Rice Council.
Well, we're told that we missed the Gedney Pickle. He must have appeared out of nowhere.
We never saw him.
Pickle.
What can we say about the Gedney Pickle? Just that...
Gedney. It's a Minnesota pickle.
yeah, that says it all,
You guys are both going to sing for us tonight.
This is his first entry in the Christmas City Parade. That's what we can say about the Gedney Pickle. Patty, tell us about the Northwestern High School Band.
Well, Steve, they're right here in front of us right now. They're from Mayville, Wisconsin. The band is made up of 45 instrumentalists, 6 Flag Squad members, and Pom Pom Squad. The band participates annually in the Christmas City Parade, which means they've been doing it for 31 years, and they also perform at the Bayfield Apple Festival Parade. The band program at Northwestern consists of concert band and jazz ensemble, as well as a marching band. The Pom Poms are led by Peggy Janigo, while the band is under the direction of Joe Kasparek. But I must tell you tonight that Joe and his wife Lynette have had a baby boy, Adam, and they are on their way home this evening from the hospital. So instead, tonight, the band is being led by the school's principal. We'd better look close to make sure that Joe's still here, and no, he is not, because his wife has had a baby and he was not able to join us tonight.
Congratulations to them. That's wonderful news.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice Christmas gift.
That's little Adam.
Reason enough not to be here, I guess.
I guess we'll excuse them for that.
We're kind of disappointed that they're not here, but I guess we understand.
You'll still get a chance to hear the wonderful sounds of the Northwestern High School Band.
We're going to take a break now, and of course our coverage of the 31st Annual Christmas Parade continues in just a minute.
That's the kind of throw, Christmas City, wonderful city. Come this Christmas to the Christmas.
It's a great parade, and I can't believe the weather this year. It's wonderful.
Fantastic.
As is always the case, I'm right in the middle of everything here again tonight, so it's a great place to be. Thanks for doing the news, and thanks for coming up here and joining us.
No problem. Anytime, Steve.
Yeah, that's right. We want to give you a piece of information here to all the people who are going to the UMD hockey game tonight. We want to let you know that you should use the 5th Avenue West area, go over the bridge there, and go around the deck to the east entrance. That will avoid any needless delays for you, and your cooperation is appreciated. There you can see the map that will show you where to go. Just follow that red line. I'm sorry it's not a yellow brick road, folks, but a red line will have to do, I guess. And go around behind the deck there and come back the other way.
Well, we missed Maria Zupancic. Miss Tower Sudan went by, but coming up is the float from Lake Superior Paper.
It's a beautiful nativity scene. This float was built by Charlie Schaub of CRS Enterprises. As you go sightseeing throughout the city this season, you're invited to swing past Lake Superior Paper Industries, located at 100 North Central Avenue, where you can see the completed nativity scene on display. Let's say something about Miss Tower Sudan, even though we missed her. Let's talk a little bit about her.
Well, she is in her senior year of high school at Mesabi Community College. Her interests are volleyball and skiing. She plans to pursue a college degree after graduating this year. And with Miss Tower Sudan was first runner-up Tanya Gulkir. Tanya is a senior as well at Tower Sudan High School and plans to pursue a career in communications. Her interests are also skiing. She enjoys cheerleading and reading as well.
And in front of us is the honor guard of the VFW, combined honor guard posts 137 and 6320. They've been busy tonight passing out American flags, and yes, both Steve and I got one earlier. Steve still has his, and I gave mine away to a little boy. I'm sure he will enjoy it more than I did, although I also had a good time waving my flag around at the parade.
Where's my flag?
We can share it.
Well, it's been a busy and exciting year for our next performers. A Christmas City favorite, the Thunder Bay Lionette Twirling and Drum Corps. For one thing, at the close of 1989, word was received that after a long and hard-fought campaign by the Ontario Baton Twirling Association, the Canadian Ministry of Culture and Recreation had recognized baton twirling as a sport. These hard-working girls are now referred to as athletes. This also marks the 30th year of participation in the Christmas City Parade, so the Corps will be presented with a 30-year trophy. Even though the Corps travels extensively to places like the Twin Cities, Calgary, and Winnipeg, they say the Christmas City Parade is by far their favorite. So when asked the place to be, well, they say Duluth, of course.
Well, that's nice of them.
We appreciate the fact that they drive such a long distance to get down here, too.
4 hours.
We have so many entrants from Canada. It's really nice to see that they show up and come down here.
They're very colorful tonight.
They're very talented baton twirlers. Athletes. While the Christmas City Parade kicks off the holiday season in style, we'd like to remind you the festivities continue with the Christmas City Lighting Celebration, sponsored by the City of Duluth and Minnesota Power.
Once again, for each home display entered, $5 will be donated to the Salvation Army by Minnesota Power. $25 will be donated for each neighborhood display entered.
There will also be 6 prizes given away, with a VCR going to the grand prize winner, a TV to second place, and dinners for 2 to the other 4 winners. But you're already a winner because your entry means $5 go to an organization that does so much good during the holidays.
Last year, the lighting celebration raised over $1,000 for the Salvation Army. The City of Duluth and Minnesota Power would like to see you break that record this year.
Our next group says the place to be this year is the Hardee's Jingle Bell Run Walk for Arthritis, to be held Saturday, December 1st at Chester Bowl. The purpose of the Run Walk is to promote the Arthritis Foundation and let the community know that it's a source of help and hope for over 15,000 Duluthians with arthritis. And that's pretty nice. There are 31 runners and walkers, and their banner says,
hey, look at this. We just got a bunch of Jingle Bell Run shoelaces.
So many shoelaces.
What does their banner say?
They covered up my copy here. I can't even see what it says. It says the Arthritis Foundation salutes KBJR TV6 for 31 years of the Christmas City Parade.
Oh, I didn't get a flag, nice. But I got these last year when I participated in the Jingle Bell Walk.
Me and my baby, which
and
wasn't born yet.
Yeah. And here we have the Lake Superior Zoo docents, and they think the place to be for Christmas is the polar shores of the Lake Superior Zoo. Their float shows a polar bear and penguin perched on icebergs with other zoo animals, and docents welcoming them to their new home at the Lake Superior Zoo. Now, joining this wild bunch is Parade Marshal Duluth Mayor John Fido. You can see his wife right now, Lori, and their children, Gia, Marco, Christy, and Dominique. There he is. Mayor Fido joins the zoo docents in urging you to attend the grand opening of the Polar Shores exhibit December 29th at 6:30 p.m. The zoo docents would like to thank Radford Company for the tractor, Manning for the flatbed, and Benny Peterson for driving. Additional thanks goes to all of those who helped put this float together.
Now here are some kids with heart. These students come to us from the Marsha Cuso Dance Studio, and they say the place to be for Christmas is where your hearty is. I don't know if you can read what it says on all those cute little heart costumes at home, but they are really cute. One says the place to be is with Grandma. Another says in church. And one says watching TV. We like that one. There are 3 teachers with the group tonight. They are Brenda Kent, Jamie Carlson, and Alice Mopa. The dancers range in age from the 4th through 8th grades, take 2 dance lessons a week from fall through spring. The group performs at senior citizen centers, nursing homes, mother-daughter banquets, and other special programs around the area. Their objectives are to improve their dancing skills and bring enjoyment to others.
Once we get past that sign, we'll get to see the group. There they are.
They're each carrying their little hearts. Cute. Patty's throwing jingle bells out to the crowd here.
To Patty Baker and Jim Riches, daughter and son, Jesse and Patrick. Those signs are cute.
Look at those smiles. Those are cute too.
The Marshall School Hilltop Marching Band. They're under the direction of Marianne Sandstrom and led by drum major Krista Knudsen. The band, it consists of 40 members, and they well represent Duluth at the Bayfield Apple Festival. The 6-member flag team is coached by Karen Snyder. This year, the band added to the excitement of their homecoming football game with their excellent halftime show. The Marshall Music Department will present their Christmas concert on Monday, December 17th at 7:30 in the evening. Tickets may be purchased at the door.
Earlier we heard the Marshall School Choir at the Christmas tree lighting.
They do it all at Marshall School.
And here we have her. The Port of Duluth Kiwanis Club brings us Mrs. Santa Claus to the Northland. Mrs. Santa is portrayed by Lori Emanuelson, and she is traveling on a sporty Toyota MR2. It's white. It could be white or red. Either way, she matches. It's courtesy of Roberts Gallery. Mrs. Santa Claus wants to remind the Northland that one place to be this season is at the original Breakfast with Santa. It's hosted by the Port of Duluth Kiwanis Club. It'll be held December 15th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Marshall School.
What you're seeing right now is the 148th Fighter Interceptor Group of the Minnesota Air National Guard. This marching troop is led by Captain Penny J. Deersick. Over 1,000 men and women make up the Duluth-based unit, and they're proud to be part of our parade, representing the theme, Home is Where the Flag Is. The 148th is commanded by Duluth native Ray Klazowski, and while members of the 148th and most National Guard units have remained home, they remind us that the 109th Light Equipment Maintenance Company of the Minnesota Army National Guard is also home, supporting Operation Desert Shield. The separation of these men and women from their families, friends, and jobs will be especially felt during this holiday season.
Well, here they come all in a row. The Odd Temple Shrine Dune Buggy Patrol, a favorite for the kids and the adults, too. The Dune Buggy Patrol is one of the oldest and most active units of the Odd Shrine Temple in Duluth. The current president is Noble Larry Johnson, Jr. Noble Bruce Rapp is captain. This unit is involved in many parades throughout the area and other activities which promote no-cost care for children who suffer from certain illnesses and burns. The Dune Buggy Patrol once again won first-place honors this year in the national convention held in Chicago. Motorized units are judged for precision driving on the field and overall appearance. They look pretty good as they came down the road there together.
Bright and green. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back to continue with the 31st Annual Christmas City Parade right after this.
Make a smile ball, that's the kind of throw. Christmas City, wonderful city. Come this Christmas to the Christmas.
From all of us at Inner City Oil, our warmest wishes for the best holiday ever.
the Duluth School Patrol, made up of nearly 400 elementary-age kids from 22 schools. They're the crossing guards. They're chosen by their leadership abilities, scholastic achievement, and positive attitude. It's run by the Duluth Police Department. It's funded through special events and by donations from area unions, businesses, organizations, and you name it. Police Chief Eli Militich and School Police Director Mark Cook would like to thank everyone who makes these events possible, and they'd like to thank the patrol guards for doing a good job throughout the year.
They're a lot more calm when they're out there on the patrol. I do know that.
That poor cameraman, he's getting bombarded by hands.
Aren't they sweet? They're having fun out there.
Just a reminder, folks, when you're driving along and you see a crossing guard trying to cross some students, everyone would like to remind everyone to please stop.
Although the Duluth East Band has expanded this year due to the addition of 9th grade students, tonight's band is only part of the total program. As 50 members are in Minneapolis playing in the pep band for the girls volleyball team who are at the state tournaments. Last year, the band traveled to Orlando, Florida, where they won the Class AAA concert band competition. They also got a chance to perform at Disney World, and the band is active in performing for community and school events as well. The holiday concert will be held at East on December 6th at 7:30 in the high school gym. Tomorrow night, November 17th, the band is hosting a spaghetti dinner from 5 to 7:30 p.m. in the East cafeteria. Tickets at $4 for adults and $3 for students, and tickets are available at the door. The proceeds, by the way, are going for the purchase of new pep band uniforms.
And a happy new year. It's hard not to get into the spirit.
It is.
Very nice, the Duluth East High School Band. We're waiting for the VICA Club float to come along, the Duluth chapter of the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America. We want to talk about the Wheel of Fortune contest before they get here, since we have a little time.
Now, we want all of you Wheel of Fortune fans to know that if you're playing the Cash and Splash sweepstakes, while the program will not be seen tonight because of the parade, the contest portion of the show will be seen at 10 o'clock on News 6 Nightside.
That's important to a lot of people. They play that game. Well, we got just a little taste of this before. We saw it. It was a 1 dog or 2 dogs before. I knew there were more coming. What you're seeing now, the United States Police Canine Association. This organization establishes standards and training for working police dogs. The USPCA tests and certifies police dogs in obedience, tracking, search, narcotics, bomb detection, and criminal apprehension throughout the United States. The USPCA divides the country into various regions, and this area's region has produced the top national police dog for the last 3 years and the top team for 8 of the last 9 years. This year, the region is marching in memory of Sergeant Gary Wilson, as I mentioned, a former canine handler who was killed in the line of duty this year.
You know, they build quite a rapport between the men and their dogs. I read an article recently, and usually the canine dogs that are retired end up being family pets to the officers that they worked with for so long.
They're beautiful animals. Hey, we're going to go to a break now, but I can guarantee you we'll be back in just a minute or so.
Wonderful.
It's a special kind of feeling, happening in a special place. We've got it all, come on and out, come on downtown today. Downtown, oh, come on, play. Downtown, for a special day, we've got it all.
A little tree stand here. I feel like I'm deer hunting.
We have a great view of everything that's going on. Hey, we want to announce that the winner of the best float this year is the Canal Park Business Association. They're coming up a little later in the parade, and when they get here, we'll point them out to you.
But first, the Duluth chapter of the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America from Duluth Technical College would like to remember the homeless this holiday season, and in keeping with the spirit of giving, they have built this symbolic house. They remind us that Christmas is a time for giving, for sharing, and putting our own wants aside to think of others' needs. VICA is an organization of individuals whose career goals and interests are top priority. Members of the float organization come from DTI's building construction class and second-year commercial and residential wiring technical drafting students. Something to think about this holiday season. We talked about this float on the news. You see the fellow down there waving. He is under the freeway to symbolize that a lot of homeless people end up under freeways and in other places.
A good time to think about people like that is the holiday season. People who are perhaps less fortunate.
And if that limousine is any clue, I guess it's time for a dance from the Inspirations. They got together first in 1984 under the direction of Eileen Boniface, who also acts as choreographer and costumer. These gals dance for banquets. Oh, there they are. They're getting out of their cars. They can only come out for so long because they'd freeze in those outfits.
I bet they do.
And here we go with a little dance from the Inspirations. They say that their most exciting moment came when they performed with George Burns in 1986, but the Christmas City Parade is definitely one of their favorites. These ladies do a great job. They perform all over town.
They have a lot of fun, too, doing it.
And a big hand for the Inspirations.
A few kicks and away they go. Back into their nice warm car.
Do you blame them? I think the wind is picking up just a little bit out here.
We're in a booth that is covered on three sides with thick plastic, and the wind is now blowing through the end of it that doesn't have any plastic on it.
Like Murphy's Law.
That's appropriate.
Well, representing the Northlands Dairy families are the Carleton County Senior Princess Julie Wickstrom, Junior Princess Renee Olson, runner-up Junior Princess Joanne Mackey, and Region 2 Dairy Princess Julie Enquist. The American Dairy Association of Carleton County and northeastern Minnesota wish one and all a very dairy holiday season and ask everyone to look for the real seal for their holiday baking. Queen and her court.
Those mittens are oven mitts on their hands.
They look plenty warm, that's for sure.
Our next entry comes to us from the folks at Kettle River, where they say the home fires burn and a warm welcome is extended to all who attend the Ma and Pa Kettle Days on August 9th and 10th. Wishing us a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year is this year's Ma and Pa Kettle Queen, Michelle Mezzo. First attendant, Mary Marshall. Second attendant, Cheryl Sebring, and flower girl, Joy Mezzo. Now, I am just going to venture a guess, but I bet that Queen Michelle and flower girl Joy are sisters. Just a guess.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Pretty good one.
A little nepotism there in this parade, but it is the holiday season.
Just behind the Kettle River display, as we'll see in a minute after we get done seeing the Kettle Days truck.
Jumped the gun on that one, huh, Patty?
Hermantown Band is right behind them. They're running up on the back of that truck. And there they are. Hermantown High School Band. The band's directed by Keith Swanson. They have 170 members, grades 9 through 12.
One of the things that makes this parade every year, I think, is the bands. The number of students who are involved in these bands come out regardless of the weather to march in our Christmas parade. This year, we're happy that we can give them great weather to do their marching.
That's right. They add a lot to a parade. It wouldn't be a parade without the bands.
I think we have Carol Hall to thank for this weather.
She'd like us to think so. Anyway. So does that mean we can blame her for the cold weather the past 30 years?
Absolutely.
Now we'll hear some from the Hermantown High School Band.
Well, this next float represents the Wisconsin Right to Life and other pro-life organizations of the Twin Ports area. It was designed and created by Del and Mary Chernansky of Marathon, Wisconsin. Featured on the float are teddy bears who are dressed in choir robes as they sing before a nativity scene with a church in the background. Their place to be this Christmas. The message of the float is peace on earth and also respect life.
You can hear the Port Town Trolley in the background. The trolley brings this festive message. Downtown Duluth, it's everything special and the place to be for Christmas. Downtown Duluth will be host to many concerts, choirs, and holiday programs this season. With all the gorgeous decorations and lights, the festive spirit should remain with us for a long time to come, and even keeping those last-minute Christmas shoppers in good spirits. We're going to another break now. We'll be back in a minute.
Wonderful city, come this
A snowblower!
It sure saves time with a list as long as mine.
A trip to Florida!
I'm gonna feed the reindeer. The Duluth.
See the snowman and one of his polar bear friends. They came all the way down from the North Pole just to drive the deck Zamboni in the Christmas City Parade. Right now, Frosty and his polar bear friend are a little busy greeting the children along the lines here. Frosty the snowman is J.P. LaFave, the deck's head ice maintenance man, and his friend the polar bear is Nicole Mackey, the receptionist at the deck from the Duluth State Convention Center board. And all the staff at the deck wish everyone a happy holiday season. You know, if that were a true Frosty, he'd be melting tonight, that's for sure. It's not very cold out.
Now what you're seeing behind this truck is Markle's Majorettes. They have made KBJR's Christmas City Parade an annual event for many years now, 31 of them to be exact. Their crisp Canadian red and white colors are a familiar sight to parade spectators. Director of the 50-member corps is Bob Markle. This award-winning group keeps busy throughout the year, performing in parades, charity fundraisers, shows for senior homes and service organizations, among many others. He's lucky he doesn't set his pants on fire. Crowd's appreciative here.
You know, he always has those black marks on him. I've always wondered if that's where the thing that he's twirling hits him on occasion.
Baton.
And gets him. Yeah, baton, that's what that is.
Fire baton.
The old thing that he's twirling.
Well, they're going to light up the other one again.
There we go. She doused it by accident. I bet they're warm anyway.
No kidding. Oh, his shirt was on fire for a split second there.
So now I know.
Now you know what those black marks are.
Oh, he's good. I know I've seen him around for quite a while, so we know he's been doing this for a long time. More Markle majorettes coming up here. Now look at those little Markle gymnasts.
I've got a feeling they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think you're right, Steve. That is the craze this year. And
strutting her way down Superior Street in the long green coat is Carol Hall, always playing to the crowd. She's holding up the whole parade, but she doesn't care.
She just jumped out of that truck.
hey, she's enjoying the warm weather she brought us.
You betcha.
She's back there with our Operation Rudolph reindeer, Rudy there, and the nephews of Don Hansen, who works at Channel 6, Eric, Danny, and Kyle Hansen. They're in a Jeep driven by Kevin Schaefer, who's a photographer in our news department. So
and he's waving at us right now. Hi, Kevin.
That's Kevin's handy-dandy Jeep there.
Oh, Carol's helping Rudolph out of the Jeep.
Can you see Rudolph's nose? It actually lights up. Maybe he'll get close enough where you can see it.
I believe Carol has a presentation to make here with Rudy. We'll see what she has to say.
Well, thank you. Rudolph actually is a little bit camera shy, so Rudolph asked me instead to announce that tonight, of course, we're officially kicking off Operation Rudolph. That's our annual drive where we collect toys and send them to children who may not have a Merry Christmas otherwise. Keep that in mind this holiday season. When you're out shopping, pick up an extra gift. There are 50 drop-off locations throughout the Northland. Last year, we collected 6,000 toys, $25,000 in cash. And Rudolph, this year, we're going to outdo that by quite a bit, aren't we? Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Carol and Rudolph.
And just behind Carol and Rudolph is the Superior Senior High Marching Band. They've got their pom-pom squad leading the way. Looks like they may perform for us. Yep, there they go. There are 135 members in the Superior Senior High Marching Band. The band tonight is performing excerpts from Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. just the Superior Senior Spartan Band, but they have also joined forces with their concert band to form this marching unit, which by tradition is known as the Marching 100. Tonight, the Superior Senior Band is under the direction of Mr. Daniel Guzinski. Nice job by the Superior Senior Spartan Band.
Well, here's a... Well, Northland Spa's float is here. Here's as good as any place to be on a brisk fall evening. There they are in a hot tub, as good as any place to be on an evening like this, I should think. Northland Spas would like to wish all a Merry Christmas and, of course, invite everyone to enjoy the holidays in one of their hot tubs. That may sound good, but I bet it would be a bit crowded if we all took them up on it.
Looks very crowded in there now.
Yeah, looks pretty inviting, actually.
It
be a nice
does.
ride in a spa.
I'd be up turning my neck, though.
I wonder if they'll get out this year. They have in years past.
Oh, really? Now, that'd be brave.
They're singing. Want to join them, Steve?
In there, maybe. We're about to see the Superior Douglas County Chamber of Commerce entry here, and it is carrying Mayor Herb Bergson from Superior. This group says the place to be this Christmas is the Superior Douglas County area. The Superior Douglas County Area Chamber of Commerce ambassadors are depicting winter activities in the Northland. We're going to go to Bob Kaltoff now, who has a presentation for Mayor Bergson.
Thank you very much for being our marshal. We appreciate that you and your family could join us.
Well, thank you,
Many
Bob.
thanks.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad we could give you a warm evening.
Well, it's a lot warmer
It's
than last
better.
year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Merry Christmas. Hello.
Hiya.
Dave, can you say Merry Christmas?
Can you say Merry Christmas? Hiya. Merry Christmas.
All right.
Mayor Herb's shoulders are going to ache this evening if he's had that little one on his shoulders the whole way.
I think they were in our parade last year as well. Those are his two new adoptive sons. And up next is the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon Float. The Well, I can't talk. The marathon begins January 15th with another exciting field of entrants. We have Alaska's famous Susan Butcher and Kaizo Funutsu of Japan. An entire week of events are planned for the whole family. The Bear Grease float includes some favorite sled dogs and special volunteers who make the Bear Grease a huge success. The Bear Grease folks thinks the place to be for Christmas is right here in Duluth and the North Shore region. And they invite you to join in the fun and watch the mushers right here on Stereo 6. That was great fun. Last year, I did see the finisher of that marathon. It was a lot of fun to see it.
It wasn't this warm, though, was it?
No, it
By
wasn't.
a long shot. Well, here comes another favorite with the kids, and it's someone with good advice for kids of all ages. It's Louie the Lightning Bug from Minnesota Power, a lively cartoon character that reminds us all to play it safe around electricity. For our parade, Louie's been transformed into a 10-foot balloon that's lit up from the inside out. He's riding on a Minnesota Power service truck with children of Minnesota Power employees. And please listen when Louie the Lightning Bug says, play it safe around electricity. That's good advice, folks.
I think this is the first time we've had Louie the Lightning Bug in the parade.
I don't remember him being in any before, Steve. I think you're right.
Well, one thing that I am right about, I know, is that it's the Mesabi East High School Band that's going to be showing up in just a second. First, the Colder by the Lake crew. This is the first year for Duluth's resident comedy troupe, Colder by the Lake, to make an appearance in the Christmas City Parade. They say the place to be is in the parade, watching them. If we can get a closer look, we might see a little TV set in their vehicle. In the meantime, they're dispensing good cheer amongst the onlookers by passing out cheese and crackers and artificial dairy products. Their latest offering is called Escape from Jingle Bell Rock, or I'll be home for Christmas in 5 to 10 with time off for good behavior. That can be seen weekends at the Spirit of the North Theater at Fitchburg beginning December 7th.
And here we have them, the Mesabi East High School Band. All 104 members, 8 flags, and 3 majorettes, grades 10 through 12. The band is under the direction of Deborah Johnson. The Mesabi East Band performed in Florida last May and returned with a first-place gold award in marching and majorette performance and a second-place silver award in concert band, jazz band, and flag twirler performance. This is their 6th year marching the Christmas City Parade, and they say they really have a lot of fun doing it. The band is performing tonight Beethoven's Ode to Joy. Let's listen.
Well, here comes a gift from Maurice's, who tell us to enjoy all the outdoor activities the Northland has to offer, such as skiing, skating, caroling, or just taking a leisurely sleigh ride. Because that's when the true spirit of the season is filled with excitement and good times shared with family and friends. And they add there's nothing better than really enjoying the outdoors to the fullest when you're dressed warm and snugly with the proper outerwear. Maurice's wishes you and yours a very warm, wonderful holiday season. We're going to be right back, folks. Stay with us.
That's the kind of throw Christmas City, wonderful city.
It's a special kind of feeling happening in a special place. We've got it out, come on and out, come on downtown today. Downtown, come on and play. Downtown, for a special day, we've got it.
Business for over 25 years. The school enrolls approximately 150 students from 2.5 years old all the way to the students who call themselves the Groovy Grannies. Classes are given in tap, ballet, jazz, lyrical jazz, and character. Proprietor Claudia Escala is a former student of Joyce Torvin, and she stresses it's the try, not the trophy, that counts.
Sounds like a good attitude to me.
Ronald McDonald on their float.
There he is. Well, he's entertaining the crowd. The kids love him. Well, Norway is the place to be for Christmas according to our next entry, and that is only fitting since this car is representing the Twin Cities chapter of the Sons of Norway. Entitled Christmas in Norway, it comes to us bearing Queen Sarah Heinz and Princesses Anita Peterson and Greta Thang. The car is adorned in the tradition of a Norwegian Christmas with garlands of Norwegian flags, red crocheted hearts on the Christmas tree, and also bundles of wheat, which no Norwegian house would be without at Christmas time.
Now arriving on the scene is last year's Grand Marshal of the Christmas City Parade and a Parade Marshal this year, Doug Sutherland. Doug is a native of Superior and a former Minnesota Viking.
Still looking at our Sons of Norway royalty, lovely young ladies.
Doug is going to receive a plaque from Bob Kaltoff, our general manager, as well tonight. That'll be happening in just a few moments.
Good to have you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Welcome back.
A little warmer weather than last year.
It's a lot better, isn't it? Thank you. Very good.
And here we have the Two Harbors High School Marching Band, a 90-member group of students in grades 9 through 12. Tonight they are under the direction of Jeff Cherney. You know, the Two Harbors High School Marching Band is known to bring home superior ratings in district and state contests. This year, they are raising funds for a trip to Thunder Bay. Mr. Cherney and the entire band wish everyone a very happy and Merry Christmas. BMW Post 2962 Junior Girls Unit of Carlton has 26 girls, ages 6 to 16. The girls are carrying the state banner and have received national recognition for 100% membership.
From the Glensheen Mansion comes a float featuring a Canadian bobsled from Glensheen's collection. Volunteers Eva Frazier and Tom Donahue are riding in the float and help to illustrate the community support that has made Glensheen a success. The mansion will be decorated for the holidays November 23rd through December 31st. Local choral and musical groups will perform in the mansion between December 1st and 9th. A specially created gingerbread house display will be on view in the carriage house after December 1st. For more detailed information about Christmas at Glensheen or to volunteer to help out, call 724-8864.
And here we have the Queen of Willow River for this year, Dawn DeRongs, daughter of Leo and Shirley DeRongs. Dawn appears tonight courtesy of the Willow River Commercial Club with season's greetings to all the Northland from Willow River. And on that note, we're going to go to another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Gotta stay happy, make a smile ball. That's the kind of throw.
Trim with lace, the gala of this fall. Who can see you through the holidays like Miller Hill Mall?
Queen Nikki Lund. The people in her court are dressed for downhill skiing as a reminder that Taylor's Falls has long been known for outdoor fun. As we can see, even the old warming shack found itself decorated for the holidays.
Paper Capers is up next. They think the best place to celebrate Christmas is with friends and family, whether you have to travel by plane, car, train, or elephant.
Look at the size of that thing.
Here comes a huge elephant dressed for the season with a balloon knit hat, waving to the onlookers and extending warmest greetings from all the folks at Paper Capers. Also with us tonight is Ellie, the delivery elephant. She's Paper Capers' answer to special delivery greetings. Ellie is carrying Christmas balloons and brings the message that no matter where you are geographically, sharing and caring for others makes Christmas a special time for all. Very realistic, Ellie.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, she looks pretty good.
Just hope Ellie doesn't walk off that float down into the crowd.
And just behind Ellie is the Carleton High School Band. This is the 6th consecutive Christmas City Parade for the Carleton High School Band. This band is active in both concerts and marching, performing 3 concerts and marching in 6 parades. The band also travels to a national music festival every other year. 2 years ago, they received a silver award in Chicago Festival, and this year are planning a similar trip to an eastern city. The band is directed by Michael Rowenhilt. The flag captains are Lori Reed and Amy Swanson. The rifle captain is Tara Stoddard.
I was directing that band as they came by, and one of the guys playing the trumpet started to smile, and you know how difficult it is to play the trumpet when you're laughing.
Kind of lose your lip at that point. Well, look who's here. He's the one the kids have been waiting for. It's Santa Claus. Santa's message tonight is that he'll be arriving at the Old Country Buffet at the Miller Hill Mall tomorrow morning, November 17th at 8:30 for a continental breakfast reception. Kids 12 and under can have breakfast with Santa absolutely free. The event will run until 10 a.m. and there is a $2 charge for adults.
And here comes someone almost as recognizable as Santa himself. It's St. Louis, and you might notice that St. Louis has a new look about him this year. Recent restructuring and refinancing have given the bank a new name. It's now St. Louis Bank for Savings. St. Louis is Duluth's largest independent bank, and the largest thing out here, too, St. Louis.
You know, we should mention that Santa is also going to be at the Mariner Mall tomorrow at 9 o'clock after he goes to the Miller Hill Mall. So if you want to go over there to catch a glimpse at him, I've heard he's going to arrive on a sled with real reindeer. Up next, we have the Western Tradition Country Dancers. The group has 250 members in the Duluth Superior area performing dance demonstrations throughout the region. The country dancers all love to dance to the music heard on country station WAVC-FM.
They've probably been dancing their way down the street.
Yeah. A little bit of two-step.
Here they
They
go.
go.
Grab your partner and do-si-do. We have the perfect surface for them down there, the bricks.
That's a lot of dancing they've done all along this parade. They gotta have some sore feet.
No kidding. And sore hips. They're doing a lot of hip swaying out there.
Well, representing the North Shore is Miss North Shore Billy Hess of Grand Marais. Billy is attended by Carrie Carlson and Mandy Martin. Billy was crowned during the 1990 Fisherman's Picnic in Grand Marais and is a senior at Cook County High School. The girls appear tonight courtesy of the Grand Marais Lioness Club.
Oh, it doesn't look like she has any arms on that dress underneath that cape.
No,
The good
Billy.
thing it isn't last year.
Keep your arms inside your cape, Billy. It's cold out here.
The Superior Cathedral Junior High Band is making its third appearance at the Christmas City Parade under the direction of Sandra Bonin. The band is made up of 30 students. Members of the cheerleading squad are carrying the school banner as the band performs Up on the Housetop.
Well, you know when you see a big apple that it's coming to you straight from Bayfield. And this one is. It's the Bayfield Apple Queen for this year, Miss Carrie Erickson. She's sitting way atop the crowd. You know what? I think on top of that apple, she's perched higher than we are. Well, there's a clown entertaining the kids his way down the parade route. Back to Carrie. Carrie is known in the
For that
Bayfield
big apple.
area. Yeah, for that big apple. She comes from Bayfield, which is known for its great skiing, fishing, sea kayaking, and snowmobiling.
You know, that would make one huge caramel apple sundae, wouldn't it?
It could take a lot of us to eat that, yeah.
She looks real comfortable way up there.
That's a great time, too. The Bayfield Apple Festival every September. Went out there and really enjoyed it.
Well, behind Carrie, the Joyce Torvin dancers are comprised of students, preschool to young adults. They perform each spring at the deck with proceeds going to the United Developmental Achievement Center for Handicapped Children and Adults. The school also sends many dance lines to the Minnesota State Dance Competition and other contests where they have won many honors. This year at the Challenge Cup competition held in St. Paul, they won 6 first places, including the boys line, doing a number from Batman. All the Joyce Torvin dancers would like to wish everyone a happy holiday and a healthy new year.
These guys have really got some great choreography.
Enthusiastic choreography for sure. They've still got all that energy after the entire length of Superior Street that they've come.
Well, one thing's for sure, they're keeping warm.
There's the award-winning boys we mentioned.
Unfortunately, it isn't looking at all like Christmas, but I'm sure it will happen soon.
It is looking like Christmas at Spirit Mountain, where they have a run open for the weekend.
Artificial snow, though.
Okay, that's true.
But it still feel good to go down that ski run.
What a long line.
Look at all of them.
That's a lot of dancers. Did you count those for us, Steve?
Word has it, Barbara, that there are over 200 dancers down there.
I believe it. All ages. Little cuties.
Now, the parade ends right here at our booth just as they get past us. They've been in such a nice straight line all this way. I just wonder what the group will look like once they get right past us. I think that line is going to disappear.
It looks like it's straggling just a bit at the end anyway.
A new entry, Hibbing Electronics and Hibbing Printed Circuits are proud to be appearing in their first Christmas City Parade. This float is an employee project for these sister companies from the Iron Range who believe that people make the difference. The float is designed as a huge sleigh filled with employees demonstrating their community spirit. Hibbing Electronics and Hibbing Printed Circuits are leading national manufacturers of electronic assemblies and employ about 500 people. 17 of those employees came to Duluth tonight because they know the place to be at Christmas is with family and friends, and of course right here for the KBJR Christmas Parade. Back in a minute.
Stay happy, make a smile ball. That's the kind of throw Christmas City.
KBJR Christmas City Parade, and just in time to see Sesame Street. That's right, we have Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Bert and Ernie, The Count, and Telly Monster. Now I have to admit, I'm not familiar with Telly Monster.
He's a monster, I know that.
But yeah, he's one of the monsters. Oh, maybe he's that fuchsia guy in the back we just saw.
Oh, that's The Count.
Oh. No, that's The Count in the black. There's Big Bird.
You mean in the back of the pickup?
Yeah, in the back of the
pickup.
there's a pink bird or something. There's
Must
Cookie
be.
Monster.
Must be Telly Monster.
That must be him right there, the pink. Him or her.
Now, as we're looking at these monsters, I'd like to mention something again. I want to remind people the festivities continue with the Christmas City Lighting Celebration sponsored by the City of Duluth and Minnesota Power.
Once again, for each home display entered, $5 will be donated to the Salvation Army by Minnesota Power, $25 for each neighborhood display entered.
And there will be 6 prizes given away. A VCR goes to the grand prize winner, a TV to second place, and dinners for 2 to the other 4 winners. But you've already been going to be a winner because your entry means $5 goes to an organization that does so much good during the holidays.
Last year, the lighting celebration raised over $1,000 for the Salvation Army. The City of Duluth and Minnesota Power would like to see you break that record this year. And remember, if you and your neighbors enter together, it means a $25 donation.
It also means that Duluth celebrates like no other community in the country, and giving is the reason.
The entry forms are available at City Hall, Information, Minnesota Power, and the electric outlets. But hurry, the contest deadline is December 7th. And remember, the judges will be looking for creativity, not necessarily the quantity of lights.
A note to seniors, watch for more information on the Holiday Banquet and Lighting Tour December 20th at the deck. These energetic marchers that you're seeing are from Cherry Junior High School. This is their first time in our Christmas City Parade, and as a matter of fact, this is their very first parade ever. The band has 43 members under director Catherine Wigger. And there are 12 pom-pom members advised by Catherine Bloomquist. The band also features 6 cheerleaders and a tiger mascot. Cherry School is one of 6 schools that comprise Independent School District 710. The other schools are Albrook, Torbello Meadowlands, Cotton, Cook, and Orr. On behalf of Mr. Dan Mobilia and all of the ISD 710, they'd like to wish everyone a safe, happy holiday season.
This bunch says dancing in your dreams at Stacy's Studio of Dance is the place to be this Christmas. Here we have 50 dancers following their dream as they dance down Superior Street. Another 50 little dancers are snuggled in their big canopy bed in anticipation of the holiday season. Stacy's Studio brings dreams to life for children and adults of all ages with weekly lessons in ballet, jazz, tap, and Hawaiian. The truck was donated by Hume's Collision Center. Stacy's Studio wishes you a very happy holiday season, and may all your dreams come true.
Our photographer's having a tough time shooting these guys down there because they're doing quite a dance number, and they're having a hard time maneuvering around him. There's the truck, the Stacy Studios truck.
I think the littlest dancers get to ride in the truck, and the older ones have to dance their way up the street.
This is crammed full of little dancers.
Oh, look at that.
How cute. Oh, they're all in their pajamas. How adorable. And up next we have the Nutcracker Duluth Ballet, and they say December is the first place to be at the Duluth Ballet's performance of the Nutcracker, the story of a little girl who receives a magical nutcracker on a Christmas Eve long ago. The Duluth Ballet is celebrating its 25th season this year. Here from the Duluth Ballet are some of the cast of more than 90 who will be performing on December 1st at the Deck Auditorium. Now, riding in the car is the Nutcracker and Clara. This year's Clara is Kristen Donnelly of Duluth. Walking are some of the Duluth Ballet and area dance students who will perform such roles as angels, toy soldiers, mice, and even the legs of a dragon.
Arriving now is Miss Aurora. Stephanie Jasperson. She's the daughter of Steve and Joanne Jasperson of Aurora. She slipped by very quickly, but she's a junior at the Mesabi East High School, and her hobbies include basketball, tennis, and swimming.
And Christmas is the giving place and time, according to the Northern Pine Girl Scout Council. The theme of this year's float is Girl Scout Gifts of Service Throughout the Year. Scouts from ESCO are riding on the float they designed and made to demonstrate Girl Scout service projects. Scouts from across the Northern Pine Council are walking with banners telling of service Girl Scouts give in their communities. Just a few examples are recycling projects, Operation Rudolph, collecting for food shelves, and work at soup kitchens. And there's quite a few Girl Scouts out there tonight.
While we're looking at all these darling children walking by, we're going to take a quick break and come right back.
The kind of Christmas city, wonderful city, come this Christmas to the
Parade. The Duluth Central High School Band is under the direction of the drum major Jill Rowlandson and director Charles Leifried, who is in his first year as director of bands at Central. The Central Band is a very active organization. Already this year, band members have performed for such events as the send-off of the 109th Division of the National Guard, the dedication of the new boardwalk, a dance for United Cerebral Palsy, and a grand opening at the Holiday Mall. This spring, the Central Band Jazz Ensemble and Orchestra will travel to St. Louis, Missouri to participate in a music festival. Band and orchestra members have already completed a number of fundraising projects for money for this trip.
Speaking of the 109th, they're going to have a very special Christmas gift this year when we mail them a copy of this entire parade.
This band was performing down at the corner of Lake Avenue and Superior Street when we lit the Christmas tree for the parade.
They sounded fantastic, too.
You sound like a very busy group.
The band, we're seeing the Barnum Commercial Club entry. It depicts a wintry sleigh ride scene. In the sleigh is Bridget Lyons, Miss Barnum 1990 atop the festive horses pulling her sleigh are her attendants Jan LaFlash and Stacy Kruger. The Barnum Commercial Club entry.
From City Looks to the Holiday Mall, we have another sleigh where they say the place to be this season is the place that makes you look great for the holidays. It's City Looks. On the float are Jody Atuo, Terry Wabick, Diane Ront, Tricia Strom, Jean Jensen, Susie Holm, and Sharon Morris.
Must be the entire staff.
Now here's something that attracted a lot of attention from a lot of youngsters. Here are some of Santa's most important helpers. The National Association of Letter Carriers, Branch 114, Duluth 2 Harbors. City letter carriers are walking alongside a Postal Service long-life vehicle. The carriers are passing out coloring books, compliments of the NALC and the USPS. At the same time, they are collecting letters to Santa from the children along the parade route. They wish all postal customers a happy holiday season and encourage everyone to mail their cards and packages early. They're collecting letters. They say they'll go straight to Santa at the North Pole.
Good idea,
Here's my letter.
Come up and get it. I saw some kids turning in letters over there. They're anxious to tell Santa what they want for Christmas.
Duluth Animal Allies has a simple message this year. They say a new home for stray and abandoned animals is the place to be this Christmas. They'd also like to encourage everyone to purchase an identification tag for their pets so lost pets can be returned to their families for Christmas and always. The society was organized in 1957 and is a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization. The society promotes spaying and neutering all pets to reduce overpopulation. The -- cause of death for cats and dogs in the United States so far in the 1990. Animal Allies has raised and spent $17,000 on altering pets in the Duluth area. Featured pets in the parade are Christy, the Border Collie, Hugo, the Animal Allies mascot, and PD, the dog in costume.
There he is. And up next, representing the Hayward Chamber of Commerce Muskie Festival are Queen Sarah Murdoch and her attendant, Lori Aaronkeel. The Hayward Chamber of Commerce invites everyone to come and experience the festivities Hayward has to offer this year. In February is the American Birkebeiner Race, which is a lot of fun, I can say, from firsthand experience. The Muskie Festival is held in June, and Hayward hosts the World Championship Lumberjack Show in June. Have a safe and joyous holiday from the people of Hayward. That really is a lot of fun, that Birkebeiner. I mean, the amount of skiers they get is just phenomenal.
It's a world-class race, definitely. Well, Miss Biwabic, Heather Thomas, is a junior at Mesabi East High School and was crowned Miss Biwabic during 4th of July festivities. In addition to joining us for the Christmas City Parade, she'll take part in other events, such as Biwabic's Weichnachtfest.
What's that again?
Sorry. On December 1st, and the Pepsi Challenge ski race in January. Miss Biwabic is sponsored by the Biwabic Area Civic Association. And just what exactly is that fest, Steve?
Weichnachtfest?
No. It's Weihnachtsfest.
Oh, very good. You must have a little German in your blood.
100%. You've got to get that Nacht in there.
I'll practice at home.
The Bayfield Troller Band, under the direction of Jeff Wenz, is already making its 6th marching appearance this year. Not only do they lead off the famous Bayfield Apple Festival Parade, they marched at the Minnesota State Fair as well. This year's band is especially proud of holding the Superior Spirit of the Lake Marching Band Competition Traveling Trophy, an honor that came with a $1,000 prize.
Some of the expenses they incur when going to all of these parades and performances.
Sure. Great moments.
Namely mittens.
Marching band is another float from the McGregor VFW Post 2747. The float was made by members of the post. On deck is 6th District Commander David Olson, 6th District Guard Jackie Olson, Post 2747 Commander Ray Nelson, and Auxiliary President Donna Hendrickson. Driver is Post Chaplain Bill Johnson. They wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.
You know, with all we've had to say about Christmas, we almost forgot about Thanksgiving.
That's right.
The Fitkers Brewery Company complex float is carrying a live reindeer, a Laplander, and a sleigh with representatives from different Fitkers merchants. The reindeer will be in Fitkers Courtyard November 23rd through the 25th and every weekend in December before Christmas. Fitkers invites one and all to stop down and visit the reindeer, and be sure to bring your camera to take pictures of the kids. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the Christmas City Parade right after this.
That's the kind of throw Christmas.
For shopping, restaurants, and a hotel filled with old world Moolah Mania, the Wisconsin.
Yes, everybody, here comes the KZIO Beach Bug. The Beach Bug is a fully customized 1968 Volkswagen convertible that can be seen at Northland beaches throughout the summer months and at other special events year-round, like this parade. The Beach Bug always hits the streets loaded with prizes and fun.
There's the weather wizard with them.
Yeah, in the Beach Bug, not only the weather wizard Chris Daniels, but John Michaels of Michaels in the Morning.
Up next, we have the St. Croix Falls float from Wisconsin. They think there's no place like home with family and friends for Christmas. Queen Tammy Jansen visits with her court in front of a warm fireplace on a cold night. A warm fireplace would feel awfully good tonight. Her court includes Princesses Tammy Hansen, Becky Johnson, and Tina Moen. Miss Congeniality is Teresa Talmadge. A fresh-cut tree from the yard helps brighten the room in the season. And they wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. That's a cute little scene.
The UMD Bulldog Shop is the official outlet for UMD clothing and gifts, so appropriately their float is decorated in UMD maroon and gold and has a giant stuffed bulldog on it. All the people on the float are UMD students. Located on the UMD campus, the Bulldog Shop offers a wide variety of clothing and gifts for all ages and sizes. Everyone at the Bulldog Shop wishes you a happy holiday season.
Miss West Duluth 1990 is Misty Sundstrom, a sophomore at Denfeld High School. Misty enjoys swimming, camping, singing, and shopping. She's the daughter of Jerry and Merle Sundstrom. First runner-up is Connie Lanthier, also a sophomore at Denfeld. Connie is the daughter of Lorraine Lanthier, and she enjoys swimming, diving, singing, and most outdoor activities.
And just behind Miss West Duluth, folks, is the winner of this year's KBJR Christmas City Parade, the Best Float Canal Park Business Association float. Wow, what a rig that is. It looks to me like they have a nice design of the aerial lift bridge with some stockings hanging from its upper rafters. Michelle Lee and David Galshoot are going to present the Canal Park Business Association with their award.
Hey, we're live. We're down here for the parade, and we're just about to award the trophy for the best float. If you follow me now, congratulations, everyone. It was really beautiful. Was it a lot of work?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, wonderful job. You deserve it.
Well, we enjoyed putting it together, that's for sure. Thanks for having us.
Okay, thank you.
Here.
Nice looking float. Let's see if we can get it up here and get a nice overhead shot.
It's a loud float.
I mean, look at that truck.
Ooh, quite a truck. Bright orange.
Looks to me like those stockings are the names of all the businesses down on the Canal Park area.
Well, it's Cloquet's turn to take center stage as the Cloquet High School Marching Band strikes up the tempo under the direction of Tony Jersley. The band features 100 members, but they're getting a little help from the Cloquet High School dance line and majorettes. If we can hear them over the horn of that truck. Cloquet's got some fans out there.
Patrol is the auxiliary of the United States Air Force. The three missions of the CAP is to provide emergency services, to encourage aerospace education of the general public, and to provide leadership training for young men and women. The Cadet Squadron is open to kids between the ages of 13 and 21. The Duluth Squadron drill team is commanded by First Lieutenant Trishan Caberdal.
Just behind the squadron cadets is the Northland Dance Academy. They've stepped out of Babes in Toyland is what it looks like. They hail from the Northland Dance Academy of Duluth. The school is owned and operated by Michelle Gustafson, Kim Sink, and Tanya Turk. It's the goal of Northland Dance Academy to help children excel in knowledge and performance of all types of dance.
Well, here comes another one of those noisy trucks. The Bayfield County, Wisconsin 4-H ambassadors are selected by 4-H supporters based on an application and an interview. This year's ambassadors are Sush Evans from the Whispering Pines Club in Port Wing, Peter Gotch from the Gitchigumi Club in Ulu, and April Taddy from Mugwa. These youths represent the 400 4-H members and 150 4-H leaders in Bayfield County. Their tasks range from writing news releases to speaking about 4-H to civic groups and serving as MCs at 4-H events. They are accompanied tonight by the 4-H mascot, Chris Clover, portrayed by Colleen Maslon of the Pine Creek 4-H Club. The truck is provided, that noisy truck, is provided courtesy of Van Holten Pontiac GMC of Ashland.
Representing the West Duluth community is this float from Western National Bank, who say the place to be for Christmas has to be Santa's workshop, with Santa's elves busy making toys and Bumble ready to serve them cookies when they're hungry. This happy scene could truly be every child's wish of the place to be for Christmas. Western National Bank wishes each and every one a happy holiday season.
Now, that furry creature must be Bumble, huh?
Very colorful, isn't it?
And up next is the Duluth-Denfeld DECA Club float, or Distributive Education Clubs of America. Again, this year they're running their annual Free Enterprise Week. They say the place to be is at the Miller Hill Mall, and being in the parade along with other forms of media coverage is helping DECA inform the public on their free enterprise system and how it truly makes America the place to be for Christmas. Other DECA activities include producing an 8-page tabloid to be distributed with the Duluth Budgeteer tomorrow.
Another entry from our Wisconsin neighbors, the Ashland High School Band. This group is made up of 96 students in grades 9 through 12. The band is directed by Mrs. Christine Homer. The head majorette is Gina Monroe. They say they're happy to be participating in the Christmas City Parade after many years of absence and would like to wish everyone happy holidays. Well, we're glad they're back with us this year, too. Anxious to hear them play.
Hailed as the wave of the future, this sleigh is powered by a diesel engine and was built by the diesel department at Duluth Technical College. They say it's the perfect means for friends to get together for a holiday gathering.
You know, it's true, ever since I've been in Duluth, I've wanted to go on one of those sleigh rides, maybe this year.
If the weather holds on, it'll be perfect.
It's the 10th anniversary for Velvet Sam's Songrams, and here's that smooth singer himself up on top of the haystacks, Michael Velvet Sam Aguirre, along with his 3 children. Velvet Sam says he feels fortunate to be able to share his love of music, comedy, and entertainment with all the walks of Duluth life. And that's it for right now for the Christmas City of the North Parade. We'll be back in a minute.
That's the kind of row, Christmas City, wonderful city.
There's a new kind of excitement.
Better thanks to the investment of millions in its economy by North Shore Bank of Commerce. In fact, North Shore Bank of Commerce has over 90% of all its loans in this one city. Recognize it? It's your hometown, Duluth. So make this your hometown bank, North Shore Bank of Commerce. We invest in Duluth, shouldn't you?
Minnesota, here's something to shoot for this hunting season. You can
stand up with me as wave the flag, you know.
And jingle our bells.
Jingle
some bells.
You get
we
kind
have to get up here and warm up.
You get kind of tired when you're
want
kind of
one of
cold
those
when you're sitting there. Well, here, take mine.
Well, thank you, Steve. See, you gave it to me now. It's
Yeah,
mine.
in the spirit of the holidays.
Miss Embarrassed is Jennifer Bogart of Lakeland, Minnesota. Jennifer is the daughter of Daryl and Phyllis Bogart, and she is a junior at Mesabi East High School. Her chauffeur this evening is Dan Thiel of Babbitt. Jennifer looks a little chilly. That's not Jennifer.
Here comes favorite of the parade, the giant loon from the Virginia JCs. The loon is built of a steel frame covered with fiberglass and stands a full 9 feet high, 7 feet wide, and 21 feet long. The loon spends its summers in Virginia's beautiful Silver Lake and is the mascot for Virginia's Land of the Loon Festival. She also travels to numerous parades in the state. Listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest duck decoy, the big bird was built by the late Bill Martin. The Virginia JCs say that with the loon being our state bird, this loon will let all know far and wide that Minnesota is the place to be for the holidays.
And just behind the Virginia Loon is the Proctor High School Marching Band. Leading off the band is the Pom Pom Squad, directed by Marge Thorson. These girls also represent all the cheerleading squads at Proctor. Just behind the pom-pom girls are the flag twirlers. Actually, it looks to me like the flag twirlers are in front of the pom-pom girls tonight. The flag twirlers group was formed 2 years ago by Connie Chapinski and has been marching with the band through their summer marching season. Band tonight is under the direction of Gordon Westendorf, and it's actually a combination of two bands, symphonic and concert bands. This group of 100 students is led by Majorette Chris Peterson and drum captain T.J. Berman. Later this year, the band plans to go to Florida to perform. They're wishing you a safe and happy Christmas.
To go with the music.
Sing along.
Had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
And it glows and glows.
All of the other reindeers used to laugh to call him names. I feel like my health is falling out here.
This is the worst part, though. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games.
But then, folks, one foggy Christmas Eve,
oh yeah,
Santa himself came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
And they shouted out, with glee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Yeah, Rudolph.
He'll go down in his story.
All right.
Boy, enough of our singing.
That was terrible.
Well, folks, if you haven't tuned off the TV by now.
Sorry you didn't get to hear the band, but it's the Proctor Rails Band. Little Caesar's Pizza Float. And on the float, we can see Little Caesar himself, along with Jeannie Tornow, manager of Lakeside Little Caesars. With them are Tammy River and Amber Dahl, representing the big hearts in each and every one of us. Little Caesars believes Christmas is in the hearts of everyone. The float is driven by district manager Josh Rapp. Little Caesars is a 24-store franchise owned by Peter Marking with locations in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Little Caesar takes part in a group project called the Love Kitchen. The Love Kitchen is a pizzeria on 18 wheels that feeds the needy and the homeless free of charge across the United States. That Love Kitchen has been in Duluth many times.
What you're looking at is Christmas on the Riverfront, which is being celebrated by the staff of Park State Bank and their families. Park State Bank has served the riverfront communities of Riverside, Smithville, Morgan Park, Gary, New Duluth, and Fond du Lac for 75 years.
And behind the Park State Bank float is the Lakeview Christian Academy's Parent-Teacher Fellowship, which is designed and built this float, which tells us that the place to be for Christmas is in your church, where you can worship the newborn King. Lakeview's kindergarten through 8th grade students remind us that we celebrate our Savior's birth on Christmas, and the place to be is together in our churches singing his praises.
There's some skateboards there, though. Those kids are smart.
Oh, here we have a nativity scene. A bunch of Lakeview Christian Academy students or kids. They're singing, or someone's singing. Silent Night.
Their banner says, young, old, near, far, worship the King wherever you are. Well, they're singing a good deal better than we did. Miss Hoyt Lakes, Tracy Meninga, is 17 years old and a senior at Mesabi East High School. Tracy is a member of the girls' basketball team and also enjoys playing volleyball and swimming. Tracy's appearance is made possible by the Hoyt Lakes Chamber of Commerce. Her driver this evening is George Henschel.
The McGregor High School Band, under the direction of Pat Perrine, is a 38-piece band consisting of 9th through 12th graders. McGregor also has a 45-piece junior high band, a 32-piece 6th grade band, and a 37-piece 5th grade band. The high school band is currently raising money for a trip to Florida in the spring. They'd like to thank the people and organizations in McGregor, Tamarack, McGraw, East Lake, and Jacobson for their support. About our 12th band tonight. We've had a lot of them.
Well, there's been a few. Each of them very good. There are 19 bands in this parade. You know what I like to see? I like to see these parents out here taking pictures of their kids in the parade.
We've seen a lot of that tonight. The band is the Western Lake Superior Sanitary District with Harvey Yumi riding on the back of a curbside recycling truck from Zenith Recycling. You've seen a lot of Harvey this year in commercials across the Northland. Harvey has been making the news because he's trying to teach us how to recycle, how to compost our yard waste, and how to properly handle our household hazardous waste. Harvey is part of the WLSSD Divide and Conquer campaign. He is accompanied by children of WLSSD employees. Everybody loves Harvey. He's such a goof.
He makes a good point, though. Well, if you can't make it to Chester Bowl tonight, Chester Bowl can come to you. This float gives a pretty complete picture of what Chester Bowl has to offer in the winter months. Free downhill ski lessons, Christmas ski camp, ski races, free ski jumping lessons, and ski jumping, of course. Tonight's offering comes to us from the Chester Bowl Improvement Committee, and they tell us the families involved logged over 2,000 volunteer hours last year. No wonder they say Chester Bowl is the place to be with your family.
A great place for kids. Boy, and those kids are anxious for it to snow at Chester Bowl so they can put on those ski bibs and slap on their skis and run down the runs.
Yeah, they can't make that fake stuff there. They've got to wait for the real thing.
That's right.
The Minnesota Guernsey Breeders Association comes to us with the message: the place to be for Christmas this year is home on the farm. sharing special holiday moments with your favorite farm animals. Miss Sheila Werner of Barnum is the 1990 Miss Minnesota Guernsey Princess and is spending her Christmas City evening with her favorite farm pets, baby Guernsey calves. The Minnesota Guernsey Breeders Association is the professional organization for hundreds of state dairy producers and their special breed of dairy animal, the Guernsey cow. There are still over 1,000 Guernsey cows that call the Northland home.
Up next, the Floodwood High School
That's a lot to say about a
band.
cow, isn't it?
Those are Guernseys, though. This band combines music students from both the junior and senior high school levels, under the direction of Bill Alexander. The group participates in local and regional parades, as well as most home athletic events. The Floodwood School District is beginning its 9th decade of quality education in rural Minnesota.
Representing Moose Lake is Miss Moose Lake Tammy Petit. Her attendants are Melanie Anderson and Kimberly Ketchum. The Moose Lake royalty was crowned during the summer's July 4th festivities. The car is owned and driven by Joe Mogan of Moose Lake. It's a sharp-looking convertible.
69 Chevrolet.
Nice old car.
Well, you know, Patty, 69 is not all that old. 1969, that is. It's just about the time when the Salvation Army will take to the street corners and shopping areas to let people know that their help is needed and never so evident as at Christmas. They want you to know that the place to be for some people at Christmas will be the Salvation Army. Providing a place to stay and a hot meal for those less fortunate requires money and volunteer effort. The Salvation Army thanks you for your support thus far and wishes God's blessing for a Merry Christmas for everyone this year.
And behind the Salvation Army is the Duluth speed skating team. It's represented tonight by 30 of its members atop their float. Boy, it's a good thing these guys aren't wearing their skates or we wouldn't even have time to see them.
The Grantsburg High School Marching Band from Grantsburg, Wisconsin consists of 65 members. This busy group participates in 10 to 14 parades each year, and mostly, of course, in the summer months. The challenge of playing with unknown factors such as wind, snow, and cold makes the Christmas City Parade one of the band's favorites. Under the direction of Stan Marshak, the band is being led by head majorettes Pam Buggart and Carrie Williams. Not so many obstacles to face this year. It's a lovely night.
We are coming to the end of our parade.
Sad but true.
It always seems to go very fast once it gets underway.
Sure does. A lot of people look forward to this parade, and 2 hours just almost doesn't even seem long enough by the time it's finished.
These are the speed skaters.
One last look at those speed skaters whipping by. And again, the Grantsburg High School Band. Our last band to perform tonight.
Sing some more?
Well, throughout the holidays and all year long, Gold Cross Ambulance is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for service. Nationally registered paramedics provide advanced life support medical care, and the Gold Cross fleet of ambulances is fully equipped with the state-of-the-art life-saving equipment. Gold Cross operates 9 licensed ambulances in Duluth and is the largest private ambulance company in Minnesota, serving over 250,000 people in Duluth, Rochester, Mankato, and Owatonna. Let's take a break.
Gotta stay happy, make a smile ball. That's the kind of...
If you're looking for fun, excitement, and exhilaration, Giants Ridge has it all. For you snowboarders, for you recreational skiers, for you racers, everything for the expert to the little expert. Experience 19 of the best mountain-like runs the Midwest has to offer. Indulge yourself in 55 kilometers of world-class cross-country trails. Enjoy an evening of night skiing or relax in the comfort of the chalet. Whatever you're looking for, Giants Ridge has it all.
Cookies baking in the oven, Jack Frost on the air. Christmas cards all trimmed with Miller Hill Mall. Who else is so together? Ooh.
Christmas City, wonderful city. Time. It's taken on new meaning with the dramatic LaSalle line of watches from Seiko, available at security.
Oh, how this is going to end, so we'll just start it off for you, okay? Here we go. Christmas City, wonderful city, all dressed up in snow and mistletoe. Christmas City, wonderful city. On this Christmas to the Christmas City we'll go.
See you next year.
Bye. In snow and mistletoe, Christmas City, wonderful city. Come this Christmas to the Christmas City I'll go. Up on hilltops, pick on an icicle, chew it while you slide the fun below. Down in Midtown, people are icicle. Come this Christmas to the Christmas City I'll go. I hear bells ringing, ding dong, ding dong, ding. I hear voices singing of a winter wonderland. Come along, you'll understand. Christmas City, gotta stay happy, make a smile ball. That's the kind of throw. Christmas City, wonderful city. Come this Christmas to the Christmas City. Let's go. I hear bells ringing, ding dong, ding dong, ding. I hear voices singing of a winter wonderland. Come along, you'll understand. Christmas City, gotta stay happy. Snowman, snow girl, any kind at all. Christmas City, wonderful city. Come this Christmas and you'll suddenly find you're you in that wonderful city.
This has been KBJR's 31st Annual Christmas City Parade, the place to be this Christmas. Brought to you by Miller Hill Mall. Who else is so together? Minnesota Power, always at your service. Downtown Duluth, it's everything special this Christmas. Your area Northland Ford dealers. Have you driven a Ford lately? And Dairy Queen, we treat you right.
Wonderful city, come this Christmas to the Christmas City I'll go. Up on hill.